Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's JJ. Today we're coming back a video basically talking about Hodlnaut. I know it is old news because I'm in a vacation and on a holiday, so I can't really make an update on it. Basically today on this video itself, I'm going to cover on what happened on Hodlnaut. Basically like now is basically holding on to their withdrawal, basically halting the withdrawal, and after that from there you can't withdraw funds, and after that millions of funds has been stuck there, and after that from there they say they are trying to refinance slash restructure the thing. But of course in the claims of their Telegram group and of course community itself, we find something much more interesting. And of course basically I'm just going to give my introduction and disclaimer. First of all, yes, I'm affiliated with Hodlnaut previously, basically doing it out of like educational purposes, basically telling people that there is an opportunity for you guys to basically earn some passive income. So I believe that most of you guys has used my link, and of course I appreciate the support. But of course from the start of this Luna collapse itself, I basically want people to basically withdraw most of the funds that you have on whatever platform, even the most stable one like Nexo, or let's say BlockFi, Celsius, many more that is out there, including HaruInvest that I basically shilling, what some of you guys want to say. So on the video itself, I mentioned to people that you guys need to basically be careful, because right now, because of this big collapse itself, many smaller affiliated slash company that is basically invested into their collapse itself, their ecosystem has been affected. And of course Hodlnaut was one of them, but of course they deny, and of course they say everything is perfectly fine and they are not really affected by the collapse itself, but which is not so true. But of course they are delaying the inevitable. And of course I would say disclaimer itself, we are gonna basically mention on this video basically is Hodlnaut basically rug pulling as it scam, and of course why is that happening, and some of the news that is out there on Twitter, on Telegram, on basically every platform that you can see. And of course my thoughts about Hodlnaut, and of course finally is there any legit sites to basically earn passively. And of course when I mentioned that itself, there's gonna be definitely risk onto it. So in this video, without further ado, if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and turn on post notification. And right now we're gonna basically jump into what happened to Hodlnaut previously. So if you are a follower on basically on their Twitter or whatsoever, you might seen like basically when this thing happened, basically this Luna Terra UST collapse itself, how much has been lost and everything. It is a fucking big collapse, basically had been one of the first to basically hit the market, and of course the domino effect started, and of course literally billions, and I would say billions of money has been wiped out on the ecosystem itself, and of course people's hard-earned funds has been stolen, blah blah blah. And of course there's a lot of cases that people want to suicide because they put in almost their whole life savings onto whatever platform. And of course right now we've seen the first wave, and after that eventually there's a second wave like Celsius. Now it's a third wave as I know of, basically Hodlnaut being affected. And of course I believe there's many lenders out there has been affected as well, like the ZPMax or whatsoever, those platforms that are not into it, because it is just there's too many of it. And of course I would say just some of the big ones over here. And of course over here we can see on my channel itself, I've been shilling basically 8 videos done about Hodlnaut, basically talking about it, and after that how much have I earned and everything. So those are basically old news. So over here the last update I've done was on the February 16, basically talking about HaruInvest versus Hodlnaut, and of course which platform is best for passive income. Ultimately I am still sided with HaruInvest because of the high rates, and of course unfortunately Hodlnaut itself, they have been reducing their interest rate as time goes, as their user base has been like growing, and of course eventually it's something that is gonna happen. And of course I would say what happened itself basically on Hodlnaut itself, if you want to look at their Twitter, to be honest I'm trying to find the Twitter message that they talk about Luna and Terra saying that they are not affected. And of course previously when the hit happened itself, Hodlnaut itself was one of the platform that enabled this Terra Luna slash UST deposit to basically generate passive income as high as like 20% or even 16%, depending on what kind of asset they put in. So over here I can't see the tweet over here because it has been deleted. I have been scrolling, and of course to be honest I can't see anything. So over here one of the tweets that I found is basically this over here, previously talking about this. Hodlnaut now support the new Terra Network Luna airdrop. So over here if I click on the link itself, 410 error itself, the user has deleted slash deactivated their account. So this part over here is kind of sketchy, because on their Medium itself they have done a lot of update talking about they are not affected with this Terra's Luna collapse and blah blah blah, but unfortunately it has been deleted. And of course on their Twitter itself, whatever has been talking about like Luna or Terra itself, it can't really be found, because to be honest yeah, basically deleted it. And of course for the airdrop itself, it is okay to leave it there because they are supporting the network, and after that from there doing the distribution of airdrop. So this over here should be fine to put it there. I believe their lawyers say so. And of course over here, I believe previously, if you are following on their Twitter itself, they have, once the collapse of this Terra Luna hit itself, Hodlnaut has been there confidently assuring their clients that they are not affected. And of course from there they have their basically backup plan, and eventually yeah, they still carry on with their deposits and everything. So when I saw the news itself, to be honest, am I holding funds with them? I would say just a few dollars, less than 20, because I know that something is wrong, and after that from there I do not want to like basically put more funds in, and of course been warning others as well. So I would say yeah, right now we're gonna talk about the Hodlnaut rug pull / exit scam. So we're here to talk about the rug pull exit scam itself. You can see their Medium has been deleted, and of course from their LinkedIn itself, people has been basically spreading awareness. Hodlnaut has suspended their withdrawal, and after that from there the founder Jintao Zhang, and after that from there many more claims that have been found. And of course there's news about the Hodlnaut platform itself, and after this is the founder, and of course he has not deleted his LinkedIn. So over here, this is one of the, I would say maybe a good positive sign, but to be honest not so sure. But of course on their Telegram itself, we can see that a lot of people has been talking they shouldn't delete their Discord. So first of all, they deleted their Discord, their Medium, and after that some social platform, I believe. And after that from there, yeah, basically a lot of people has been talking about it being rug pull. And of course, to be honest, this over here seems like, yeah, it looks like a rug pull to me, because if let's say you are doing something official, and after that not necessarily need to delete your social media account, because the social media platform itself has a lot of tracing, basically a lot of digital footprints by Hodlnaut itself. They posted like many blog posts talking about whatever ecosystem out there, and of course their promotions. And after that from there, to be honest, their promotion itself, they are trying to push people to deposit more coins in, and after that from there they will give you some coins. So this is the platform, they need more funds, and after that from there they have done those promotion. And of course from there, now over here this shit that happened, and after that, is this a rug pull? To be honest, it seems like the rug pull to me, because their previous tweet talking about the ecosystem, the affection of this Terra and Luna itself, they are not really to be found. And after that from there, it's just all those normal educational posts out there, which is fine to put up. To be honest, if let's say I'm a lawyer, I'm going to tell them to delete all of that, but unfortunately I'm not a lawyer. But of course this is how it works. If let's say shit happen, they're going to consult a lawyer, and after that from there the lawyer is going to tell them to prevent more heavier damage done in the future, you can just delete all of your previous posts. And of course eventually people still can dig it up. And of course, yeah, basically I'm not the one that digging it, and after I'm just telling you that I can't see some of the claims that they've made, basically talking about the Luna and Terra network, they are not affected, blah blah blah, because I can't see it anymore because they have deleted it. And of course we're going to look at the news about Hodlnaut. So if you want to look at the news about Hodlnaut itself, just go to Twitter, type in Hodlnaut, and after that from there, if you scroll down itself, we can see that yeah, basically a lot of platform is covering crypto lender Hodlnaut, which is recently hot their withdrawals filed an application in Singapore to be placed under the creditor protection. Basically over here, when you see this protection stuff that's coming up, to be honest, they are basically filing for bankruptcy. And after that from there, they do not want to be further harassed by their creditors. And of course from there, you can see creditors meaning they took some loans somewhere somehow, and after that from there, now they are unable to basically return the loan itself. And of course their collateralization stuff, they're basically their assets being collateralized or whatsoever is going to be liquidated. And of course they do not want to pay further up, because the firm itself does not have enough money to basically cover the loans that they've took. And after that from there, I would say it's a mismanagement, and of course a risk management fail. So over here we can see that yeah, basically a lot of news outlet talking about it. And after that CNA has really like mentioned and make an article about it. Basically Hong Kong Hodlnaut, Singapore-based crypto exchange lender and borrowers has suspended their withdrawal swap and deposits. And after that from there, the company said on Monday the latest sign of the crypto industry, basically the market is fucked, to be honest. And after that, like 50 to even 60% drawdown, or even like some will say 80%. And after that from there, due to the recent market condition, and after that was to focus on stabilizing they are stabilizing their liquidity and preserving their assets. Therefore they are not allowing any like withdrawals and blah blah blah. So over here the company's latest string basically talking about the Luna and Terra. Basically they are involved in it. They have like a huge funds basically being poured into the Terra and Luna network previously before the collapse, and after that when the collapse hit itself, to be honest, they are unable to withdraw fast enough, or maybe they acted a little bit late, and after that from there they still can delay the inevitable basically of the whole collapse itself. And of course eventually, yeah, it is as of this month itself they have freeze their withdrawal. And if you want to look down itself, basically over here it hurts me to see that people lost their life saving and some even contemplating to suicide. To be honest, when the first day the news of this Hodlnaut withdrawal being frozen, I went to their Telegram, and after that there is many people talking about they lost their money, their life savings 20, 30, and after that they have invested for their wife and stuff like this, and eventually they can't get back the money now, and after that they are talking about like suiciding because they lost everything, even their wife as well. So to be honest, the lesson learned over here, not to basically rub salt on their wounds or whatsoever. To be honest, the fact over here in the crypto space or any industry that you're going to invest in, only invest in what you can afford to lose, and after that nothing more than that. If let's say you can't afford to lose $10, don't invest. And after that from there I would say, even though you're putting in your bank itself, yes, the bank might be safe, but we've seen the bank collapse, and after that eventually when the bank collapse, you can't get back your money, and that's the fact. Even though how regulated it is, your money is gone, it equals to gone, no matter how regulated / unregulated it is. To be honest, this is the clear fact out there. And after that from there you can see that the treasury under management has dropped from 350 million just to 3 million on Etherscan. So I pull out the address by clicking the link itself, and after that you can see, yes, basically they have lots of funds in it, but of course most of it has been sent away towards, I believe, their FTX exchange. If you look at it, many funds has been sending out to almost the same address or something. I do not know what the fuck they are doing, but of course if you look at the funds being transacted itself, 33 Bitcoin itself is transacted. So to be honest, there's tons of funds being transferred out from their management towards which is an unknown address. I believe it's the FTX address or something like that. So I'm just gonna click on the link again over here, and if you scroll down itself, you can see that a lot of funds is being transacted. Over here you can see 2000 over Ethereum has been transacted towards the address. If you click onto this address itself, it is towards the FTX exchange too. So basically this address is one of the founders or someone's address that is on Hodlnaut, and after that from there they have sent the fund towards FTX. To be honest, we do not know what they're sending their funds towards, and after that for what. Maybe selling their Ethereum for something, to be honest, not so sure, and after that can't really judge over here. So I would say the news about Hodlnaut itself is kind of very down itself. Basically everything has been talking about there being trouble and blah blah blah. So now my final thoughts about this Hodlnaut itself. So to be honest, my thoughts about Hodlnaut itself, first of all, when they released the news that they are going to halt their withdrawal, equals I believe that you will never get back your funds because they already frozen it, and after that it is a centralized entity which you submit your coins to them, and after that from there you do not know a single fuck about their private keys, no keywords or whatsoever for you. So in the crypto space, not your keys equals not your money. So this is the golden rule. If you want to legitly hold your funds properly, and after that keep a set for your, I don't know, build a legacy or something in the cryptos industry, make sure to have a ledger wallet, and after that from there store it in the ledger, and of course you can basically preserve your funds through that because you own the private keys. It is your money, and you're not submitting your funds into other platforms to generate some passive income. And of course there's some pros and some cons about it. And after that I would say Hodlnaut itself, first of all, deleted their social media, and of course from there I would say that their funds over here on Etherscan itself, it looks somehow sketchy, and after I do not know where the funds are going. Basically they halt their withdrawal to basically restabilize, and after that basically like readjust their liquidity or whatsoever. They shouldn't be basically moving the funds out. I believe you should just keep everything as it is to basically look at the assets, and after that from there finalize the details. Then you make an announcement talking about what is your steps next to basically inform your investor, your supporter that has been already supporting you throughout the phase itself, and after that from there letting know that where is the money going, instead of doing all of these transactions, basically transfer, and people are being skeptical, and those who are tracking their blockchain is very worried about it because, to be honest, you do not know where the funds are going. Thousands of dollars, millions of dollars has been transferred all over, scattered around, and after that, to be honest, it looks like it is being I do not, to be honest, I do not know. Basically pocketing something or something, I do not know, to be honest, because I can't really gauge on it because I'm not blockchain expert looking at this. But I do know some stuff that over here 2000 worth Ethereum sent to a FTX exchange. And what can you do to an exchange? You only can sell it, trade it, and after withdraw it to fiat or something like that, to pocket it into your pocket. To be honest, nobody knows. So over here we do not know what is going on with Hodlnaut, because their last release of notes is basically this important message to Hodlnaut. Basically they have dropped, they have halt their withdrawal, and after that over here they have withdrew their license. The DPT service itself in Singapore itself, the Digital Payment Token Act itself, is very hard to apply, and after that they have been applying it, and after that from there following the rules and regulation, and of course eventually somehow got a green light to it. But of course eventually they basically they just withdrew it, and after that basically cease all borrowing and active lending services, and of course actively working towards a recovery plan. To be honest, we do not know what's the recovery plan because they did not like do an update on their platform telling you where the funds are going. Eventually you can see the last tweet over here is talking about their regret to basically halting their withdrawals, and after that from there deposit and whatever is impossible. So your funds there is just digital money that you can see but you can't take. And of course over here they have withdrew their MAS license application, which is a very goddamn hard license to get, and after eventually I believe they are almost there. And of course on their site itself, previously they have mentioned they are somehow getting regulated by Singapore's authority, and eventually posting it to basically boost the confidence of the platform and eventually letting more people to deposit their funds in. Because to be honest, when I read it, I thought they are, by reading the note itself previously, it looks like they are regulated, but of course they are not regulated. And basically it's somehow like a marketing scheme to you, for you to invest into their platform. And after that over here they are consulting this LLC, basically a lawyer firm, to basically feasible timeline, and after that their intention to execute the plans. This is a goddamn long article, I'm not gonna read everything. And of course some of the keynotes itself. Is there any way for me to get my funds now? Apologies, sorry, basically unable to do anything for you. Basically it's just this, and after this over here is a goddamn long sentence. You can just put a no, and after that sorry, and after that over here the next update itself, we are looking at 19th of August, which is 3 days for an announcement to be provided and see what is going on. And after that over here, can you access your account? Yes, you still can access, but of course you can't do anything. If let's say you're gonna do some income statement, yes, you still can export your transaction history and interest statement. Am I still earning interest? Yes, you are still earning interest, but of course you can't withdraw it, so technically you are earning nothing, to be honest, unless there's some miracle that they can manage to basically submit withdrawals and for people itself to withdraw their funds. But unfortunately it looks like they are not enabling their withdrawals anytime soon, the same case as Celsius. And after that, will I be able to make a deposit? So over here, don't be a so high to put any money in, because any new deposit itself on the 8th of August will not be credited / honored. So if you accidentally send your funds in, good luck to you. And after that, to be honest, with this statement itself, I believe no one is going to help you get back your funds, because they are in need of money. And of course whatever TNC that they have, you put in the funds there, you can't get it back, that's definite. And after that, do not be stupid to try to put like 1 Ethereum or something. So over here, will you be able to make internal transaction? No, they are not allowing that, because they are going to stabilize their liquidity and preserve their assets position. So by preserving their assets position itself on their management wallet itself, they send all their funds somewhere, and after that there is no clear path on basically talking about an article talking about their recovery plan or what to basically assure the investors. So I say that my thoughts itself, I do not see any hope with Hodlnaut. And after that, I would say those who have followed me and support the channel, I'm sorry for your loss. But of course there's a lot of people I know that has been invested with Hodlnaut, and of course since the start of Celsius and of course the Terra collapse itself, been warning people to basically only invest in what you can afford to lose. So this is a lesson for us. So the next topic itself is somehow irrelevant, but of course any legit sites that you can make passive income from my own experience and of course from my own risk management standpoint, I would say you can try this platform. So for my video itself, this segment, I'm just going to mention 2 platforms that I'm using technically using. So over here, HaruInvest itself is one of the platforms that I put in. So 1 Bitcoin and after that 17 Ethereum, it is almost a fraction. I would say 1/4 of my assets or something like that. So I would say 58,000, yes, it is in. And after that, from there, this amount, yes, I can afford to lose it. And after that, from there, will it be painful if I lose it? Will I cry? Definitely, yes, I will cry. And after that, from there, yes, definitely I'll be sad if I lose this amount, and after that eventually I would say these funds over here is just for my investment, and after that from there generating some passive income somehow, some way for me to generate additional cryptocurrency, and after that risking a whole bunch of cryptocurrency to generate a little bit of cryptocurrency. But of course this is what investment is. You have to risk it, and after that you might lose it, and of course eventually if you can't lose it, do not invest in it, and after that from there only put in what you can afford to lose, nothing more than that. And after that from there I would say yes, I've been using my funds on the Earn Explore, basically 54k there, and Earn Plus basically lock up some $3,000 over. And after that I would say the next one is basically Midas investment. They have came out with their new strategy. Basically over here is the CFI slash DeFi long and short tokens itself. So if you know what is this, basically you're buying, you're hedging the future of Ethereum going long, and after that the price right now is relatively cheap, and the expected ROI is at 45 to 25 and 40% depending, and of course these ranges. And after that I would say do not throw your whole life savings in, because if let's say you go long itself, the price of Ethereum tanks, basically the price of this token itself is going to go relatively low, and over here same as here, vice versa, this type of investment over here. So only use it at your own risk, and of course if you do not understand, do not invest in it. And of course I would say Midas platform itself, I have a little bit money in only, and after that from there I would say not really a lot of money, because I would say yes, majority of my funds is on Celsius, on Haru. And of course on Celsius itself, previously I have like some Celsius token, and as of today we've seen Celsius went up to $1, towards $3, towards $4, and after that from there my 6,000 over Celsius suddenly was worth worth 3k or something like that. Eventually it went to like 20,000, and after that 25,000, and of course when I see the amount itself I can't withdraw it. So I would say yeah, it is just paper money there, and after that from there I can't really withdraw it, touch it or anything. So it's just stuck there. Whatever the market does, I can't really do it, and it's kind of sad to see 20,000 over there and you can't sell a single fuck of it. And after that I would say the next thing, the final thoughts about this video itself. So over here, the final thoughts itself, I would say, is the risk management notice itself. Whatever platform you are invested in itself, you have to know that you are submitting your coins to them, and after that from there you have no knowledge slash nothing of their private keys. That means you can't access their funds or whatsoever, and it is not your keys equivalent, it's not your money. So you have to know that if let's say you're gonna put some money into it, know that this kind of platform slash company slash website or whatever smart contract out there, it can collapse anytime, and after that when it collapses, it is going to be zero. So whatever amount you see here itself is imaginary money, which is your hard-earned money, and after that from there you are risking it to generate something more in the future. But of course if shit happens, everything is going to collapse, and after that whatever you're seeing here you can't withdraw it. It's the same thing on Celsius itself. I have Celsius token lock up there, and after not lock up but deposited there to basically keep my platinum or is that the status itself. But eventually when the price of Celsius was 50 cents, it's only worth $3,000 over, and eventually it went up to $4, it worth 25,000, and you can't withdraw it because you can't, they have Hodlnaut withdrawals, and after that you can't do anything about it. So I would say only invest in funds that you can afford to lose truly, and after that from there, if let's say you are sick and tired of this platform, just buy cryptocurrency, do a dollar cost averaging, and after that from there send it to your ledger or whatsoever hardware wallet to store your cryptocurrency, and after that from there you can hedge for the future on that. And of course if let's say, I would say that I would not convince you or shield you this kind of platform like Haru or Midas investment. If let's say you want to use it, feel free to use it down below the link, and after that if let's say you can't afford to lose any single penny, do not invest in it. And after that I would say I'm not forcing you here to invest or whatsoever, it's just an opportunity that I found, and after the risk that I'm willing to take, and of course sharing it with you guys. And after that if let's say you think that I'm shilling stuff or whatsoever, you can jolly well don't watch my content. And after that I would say you are watching it for free. All of my content here is free, and after that from there I did not ask a single penny from you guys. And after that the only thing that I ask for is basically for a like, and after that subscribe, and of course using the link down below, because making free content itself, to be honest, not really making like fuck tons of money. I can just show you my analytics on revenue itself. Look at the revenue. I'm earning how much every month? I'm only generating $200 over through YouTube. And after that, do you think that I can survive off it? No, I can't really survive off using YouTube unless I make some membership or whatsoever, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be super transparent with you guys. Everything here is basically supporting the channel. If you want to support using the link down below, yes, your link itself, you can use it, and after that from there it's going to help me with my financial status on basically generating some passive income through your credited investment or whatsoever, and after that it is all from the platform. They are paying me from their commission itself. It's not from your money. So I would say whatever is generating, they have a portion of it basically kept as fees. So the fees itself is going to be paid towards your affiliate. So over here I would say is to help the channel, help the platform and the channel to basically do some marketing or whatsoever, and after that from there to help me as a content creator to keep going on with this kind of video. And after that from there I would say, yeah, if you want to use it, you use it. If you do not want to use it, just don't. And after that, I would say greatly advise you to buy a ledger if let's say you want to keep your cryptocurrency safe. And after that, I would say, yeah, I'm personally owning like lots of ledger, and after that I love ledger itself because of their widely well known, and after that from there are limited editions type of ledger products. So yeah, basically I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and turn on post notification, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.